ใช้ชีวิตที่มีออกไปใช้ชีวิต Live alive
My creative F Plus New World Plus More กระจังหน้า Glossy Black ล้ออันลอยสีทูโทนเบาะหนังสีดำดีไซน์สปอร์ตภายในตกแต่งสีดำ Piano Black ไป Plus ทำสนุกกัน Gary Station Live Activated
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuned into CappingTV, and welcome to our coverage of the Toyota Masters in Bangkok for 2018. My name is Justin Lutz, aka Cyberwaste, and I do have a co-caster for this group stage matchup, Mr. Graham Morrison. How do you do?
Good, sir. I am fantastic. I just had a lovely work shift over at a nice Canadian retail store known as London Drugs, and now I'm here. So I'd much rather be here than my retail job. So this was really a breath of fresh air, especially for what should be an absolutely fantastic tournament as well. This first game, I'm intrigued by TYLOO. They've been hit or miss lately. They haven't been sort of the TYLOO we noticed from the major, which makes me really intrigued because Alpha Red, they're definitely the underdogs in this game. But there's definitely a chance with the form that TYLOO's in right now. I think this is absolutely a game that we could see an upset. I still favor TYLOO, but there's a chance. And when there's a chance, Cyberwaste, legendary things can happen.
That is very true, and also you can't underestimate how much a hometown backing can actually do for you. As we did mention, this is a land that is taking place in Bangkok, and Alpha Red is based out of Thailand, and actually it's a region that I've been extremely curious about for a long time, especially around those regions like Thailand, that particular region around Asia. So a lot to prove, and if they can take down someone as big a pull as TYLOO, who is an invitee to my knowledge, it could really make waves. This could really be a statement for a team like Alpha Red.
Yeah, I mean, that's really when you're in a tournament like this, when you have bigger name teams, Renegades, TYLOO, Kingwin, Heroic, among others, you don't necessarily go in expecting to win. This isn't a tournament that Alpha Red's going to be sitting here being like, hey, let's go ahead and beat all these teams and win. I mean, maybe they are. Maybe I might be wrong, but it's not one that they reasonably could expect to. And that's where it's all about making waves, sending a message, proving that you belong in the same level of these teams. Maybe not winning, but having close games, throwing in some upsets, and really showing your worth and proving your mettle to all these opponents.
Indeed, and it's actually sort of brings to the forefront the benefits of this particular format that we are doing. Yes, we are doing a series of games here today. They're all going to be best of twos, and Alpha Red will either want to make things close or even take a map or two off of the teams that they'll be facing, and they've drawn TYLOO up first. For those that do want to know, we are split in amongst 10 teams. There are 2 groups of 5, and we are doing a round-robin format, and each team plays a singular best of 2, and the top 3 will move on to the playoff bracket. Well, Alpha Red being amongst that mix, there are quite a few formidable teams in amongst both the groups, but the group that we're focusing on at the moment is Group A, and we'll also try to bring you results from around the tournament because a lot of them are going along at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, in Group A, it's going to be Ego, Alpha Red, of course, TYLOO as well, Renegades, and Team 1. And that's kind of an intriguing mix of teams. Ego, I think, looked a lot higher, but then when they lost Stachi, the team's not quite been showing as well as they could before, so they're definitely vulnerable. Renegades, with the new lineup, we haven't really known what to see from them. We don't really know what to expect. TYLOO, again, we mentioned that they've been kind of not at the form that you're looking for. Team 1, they're the wildcard Brazilians that can either kind of outperform expectations or completely bury themselves under the expectations. And coupling that in with Alpha Red, a complete unknown, this really kind of falls in as like the group of question marks. There's no one that, yeah, there's name wise, like some of these brands you expect to be the final three, like Renegades, Ego, and TYLOO, you probably expect to come out on top of this group. But with the form that they're all in, that's not a guarantee. And when you start to introduce a little bit of wild cards, a little bit of curiosity, windows open. And this could be like, this really could be a great chance for Alpha Red to squeak out of this group. It would be an upset, but it's definitely doable with the form that everyone's in.
Indeed, and I guess no matter the scenario, Alpha Rim will just be wanting to make the country proud. And if they end up getting a map or two or a set win, ideally going 2-0 in these best of two sets, it'll be a big feather in their cap for them. And even if they cut it close against who they're facing, because as you mentioned, just by brand recognition alone, maybe not by their fraging power at present, still going to be something to really brag about if you're one of the more unknown teams, the lesser tested teams, like the likes of Alpha Red, which we will be seeing here.
We are, of course, just waiting for players to make their way into the server. You gotta make sure that all the peripherals are right before you get in there. You know how it is. It's the land superstition. I forget which StarCraft player it was. Forgive me for blanking on the name. But you know, he came to lands with a tape measure and made sure that everything was exactly the right tape measure distance out from his regular setup. And maybe one of these players is doing that as well. Just got to make sure that you get in there and get right for the game.
Yeah, there was a fighting game player who used to do that as well. There was an infamous photo of Takedo, who was a member of Echo Fox. I think he still is. I'm not sure, but there's an infamous shot of him, and I think it was CEO where he's got the tape measure. He's in top 8 and he's looking right at the screen and just whipping out this tape measure to make sure it's at the optimum height and distance. So maybe that is a thing that is maybe he started a trend and
Wasn't a tape measure. I did a Google search just to fact check what I was saying, and it was flash. With a ruler. He was using a ruler, not a tape measure,
you were
to make
close
sure
enough.
that everything was right.
You were close enough. It's a measuring device, and yeah, that's a pretty solid example. And Flash was one of the figureheads back in the day in StarCraft. But instead of dealing with Zergs, we're dealing with Ts and CTs. And we've got 2 maps to bring to you in this opening set. It is going to be, well, a best of 2 and just basically going for, obviously, map wins, but also round wins. It could be a deciding factor. The first map that we will be seeing is basically a staple in not only Oceanic CS, but a lot of Asian CS too in my travels, which is Inferno. And well, you can basically flip a coin just based on that metric.
And one of the things I'm intrigued by too, because we're at a LAN and as we have players delayed to come in here, fortunately it is players on both teams, but kind of reminds me of a little bit of a throwback to a TF2 LAN that I sure worked at. They threatened the top team, and the team that eventually won it, actually had threats of having of being thrown out of the tournament. Because against one of their competitions, they were playing the mind games to the level that they all got up and went to the bathroom right about when the match was supposed to start. So one team is like all 6 players in the server waiting to get going, ready for it and everything. And then the other team's like in the bathroom, and it was like these guys were revved up, ready to go, and then everyone left, and it got delayed for another like 5 minutes. And one of the teams, like the team that they did it against, actually complained that it kind of tilted them and they played poorly because of it. So some of the mind games.
So they tried to put them on ice, essentially, by doing
sort of like icing a kicker.
That just the fact that they decided to kick up that much of a storm, that's, well, if anything, it's a good story. It's a really good story.
Well, TF2 is kind of like, even as it still kicks as like a quasi esport, it's old school, so it's like and it's not like properly supported, so it's like the Wild West of esports. So you still get some of the funny stories like that as well. Like Counter-Strike, you get a lot less of that because there's a stage manager making sure everything is proper and everything is ready to go. And
Yeah, it's a lot more tight compared to a lot of those esports. Like you did mention, TF2 is still basically a wild west wasteland of a diehard following still.
Let's put it this way: we just had a LAN almost get canceled, and the venue's in negotiations to be changed, because a venue lied about how many PCs they had.
Uh, well,
So
well,
that
ladies
just
and
says a
gentlemen,
testament.
one thing that we're not going to have to cancel and won't want to cancel is this game, and we do have the opening pistol round coming for you now. It's TYLOO versus Alpha Red. TYLOO will be your CT side, and Alpha Red will be your attacking side. And we have my roles being the nade man for Alpha Red and Lemma armored up.
Ice-Spirit takes a little bit of damage on the first exchange. Just peeking down mid, spotted one player in a little Mexico underpass area. Looks like up mid is where Alpha Red is intending to go. And look at this quick flank coming in from somebody. He spotted out there when he's a free pick. This is a great pistol strat classic as they storm back down mid, up banana, and they pull the rotate out. Mo is sitting quite a far distance back as this hit's going to start to come in. Has a bit of a crossfire with Bentet, but he needs to be strong. Bentet peeking out, not finding this kill, though. Does a lot of damage to QQ, and he's in all kinds of trouble. Digged up, though. And now this is going to be rough. Mo falling. Bentet not able to find a kill. QQ with the pair. He has fallen, and oh, QQ, he has taken out DD, and now it's just Xcurate who falls. That is a clean pistol round. Everyone living for Alpha Red.
As you like, and QQ with a 3K there, definitely making the defense kind of cry with that one. They didn't even stand a chance. As soon as that opening flank got absolutely flustered, Alpha Red took that as a cue to basically catch TYLOO napping, and that's exactly what happened. And that will be the first round on the board. And well, if you're Alpha Red, you'd be in pretty high spirits, but knowing the way that CS goes now, you're definitely not in a right frame of mind to really be overly confident. You got to stay really knuckled down. And they're really conservative in the terms of their buy too. My roles is the only SMG carrier with 3 other AKs and Vita on the scout.
Well, Mario's again having solid opener there on Xcurate. Again, good map control being grabbed by Alpha Red. They have a player up banana. It looks like they are going to be heading towards the A bomb site. Player close here. It's going to be so tight where Mario's. Will he find that kill? Oh, it takes a little bit of damage. He's so wary of that corner. Clears it out. Spots the player up in library. Now it's just, oh, well, that's not what he wanted to do with that one. Tried to toss the smoke in the smoke off arches. Instead, he clips the very edge. They're going to go for a wrap. Instead, they're flying up banana because I believe QQ may have actually heard a footstep. Knows that everyone is over on A. So it's a free B bomb site. They're just starting to move their way around for that. They should be able to spot it out momentarily. Bentet. Oh my god, there's a dink, and he finds that kill long range into the back of QQ. He had no idea where he was getting lit up from. It's actually a big kill to be found. Now we'll see the boost come through. It's going to be Mo going up top. And he's instantly pegged off of it.
Saying no stepping in the flower pot. Bentet did get one frag before being finally put down by the members of Alpha Red. 3K from my rolls. One with the SMG, so a little bit of bolstering for the T economy, which is all well and good, but now's TYLOO's first chance to offer a proper rebuttal. I have a couple of UMPs, a fairly good stack of utility, and really watch out for Xcurate, Bentet, and I'd say even Mo. They've shown flares of form in the past, and as you mentioned in the opening, Mr. Morrison, it has been a bit of a rough trot as of late for TYLOO, and hopefully this is basically where it snaps, and they find their form of old.
Yeah, this is either going to be the feel-good game where they get to like get their feet back under them and get like a confidence-building win, or it's going to be heartbreak. Xcurate though, oh, he gets one with the kill through onto Meryl's, but quick trade by QQ once again. He's actually being on fire to start this map. It's his 4th kill. 2 more to find on the A set. That's Mo and DD. Mo is his head ripped off. Do they expect DD in pit? He peeks out, finds Veda. Oh, he's going to force him out, and QQ ripping another head off. So very good, but Bentet evens things up in a 2 versus 2, recovers an AK. Somebody moving up here on this retake. What can these 2 players find? Jumpy's gonna go flying and jumping up and gets taken out. Now it's just Bentet. A great shot onto Nitz. And now it's just got one more to find. Yeah, this 1v1 is so tight. Plenty of time though, and he's got a molly to work with. This is all for Bentet. Let's throw it on the bomb though. Peeks out, finds the kill. Can't quite defuse yet, but he's got the round comfortably in his hands. Got the defuse kit. And TYLOO, courtesy of Bentet in a 1v2, has a great retake to coming back.
Bentet has always been a member to be feared, and the HP call was, man, it was 46. So maybe a little bit angry that the final member of Alpha Red didn't quite get the job done to put Bentet on the bench. But feel good win for TYLOO. That breaks the goose egg, but they're definitely not in a free zone yet. If you look at their economy, it's going to be a rough time if they lose multiple members in this next round. And, well, Alpha Red aren't exactly in a good spot either in terms of economics.
Well, again, Alpha Red not really committing overly hard anywhere. Just grabbing a little bit of apps control right now, sussing out the angles. The thing is we need to see some of the players from TYLOO step up, because it's really just been Bentet so far. He's 5-2. DD and Xcurate both have singular kills. Somebody and Mo yet to get on the board. Everyone's got some kills over on Alpha Red with the exception of Nitz. Mariel's going to be jumping out with a Mac 10. Oh, that flash is good. Bentet, though, finding the first kill. SMG is going to come around. It will find Mo, but again, a couple kills coming through. DD's trapped in the corner. Live long enough to get some more damage in, find the kill, and TYLOO are going to even this game up. Bentet grabbing the last one. He again on a roll. That's a 3K for him. He's 8-2. Popping off with the AK.
Big lad doing big lad things. And the pause has been called from Alpha Red already. It's a tactical pause in this instance. And, well, perhaps wanting to sort of recenter themselves and find their bearings again. Only Kintz is the person in Alpha Red not to get on the board yet, but the TYLOO machine could show signs of life. But, well, if Bentet's piloting it, looking at any indicator, 8-2 after 4 rounds. What just an unfathomable performance right out of the gate. That could really start Alpha Red if they're not careful. Despite them being more tight-knit in terms of frags, it could actually be a bit of a rough time until the change.
Well, and here's the thing about Bentet as well, is he's been a star on this team for a long time. He's been a player that you kind of expect to have big performances, so it's good to see him for TYLOO getting off start and hot.
Definitely been a force to be reckoned with for a long time, like way back in when he used to be with Rekka Esports. Definitely was the star there, and somebody is just going for 4, and then Mo just slips in and just... That's a bit rude. That's a bit rude, but either way, that's a 4K there. And Mo will be like, it looks like you need a hand there. It's like, no, I didn't need any help. And then gets the final frag there, and that will bring TYLOO into the lead. But somebody probably wanted that ace. He wanted that.
He did like 80 to him as well. Like, he was so close to it. He just had it stolen at the last second. Like, that's sad. Shame on you.
It gives him a sly look like, come on, man. Don't do that.
Well, QQ trying to go through a smoke. That is a come on, man, as he walks right into somebody. It's a free kill for somebody. But B&W, that's Gigs, I should say. He's got the B&W tag. Finding a nice kill. Bentet still coming down Banana, though. Fast and furious, they run through. He's able to find one more. Regains man advantage for TYLOO. I'll be boosting the up on the wall. Be able to rotate over. It feels like it will be an A hit coming through. Still 2 players on each site, but Bentet wisely reading this, wisely rotating, as they have the early call on Banana.
Indeed, and with Alpha Red and their current utility status, they can afford to fill out a little bit more, but the big recommendation I'd feel that they want to do is just basically be like a death squad and try to run over a single member of the TYLOO defense and prevent the trade. Looks like the utility for Alpha Red is coming out, and that could potentially be telegraphed. And Veta has gotten rid of DD, but Bentet on the way back around has gotten rid of 2 members, and then Mo will put a final note on that one, and that will be 4 now for TYLOO. With that single flank from Bentet, it basically undid the entire hit.
Well, and here's the thing, like, yeah, we had that one round where somebody got 4, but other than that, like, that's the 3rd round in the last 4 that Bentet's had at least 3 kills. Like, it's super early, but like 6 rounds in, he's got 11 kills. That's something you need to control.
11-2 in 6 rounds. We're at round number 7 right now. That's almost 2 frags per round. Yes, it's in the early stages, but that is insane. It could definitely be a sign of the times. And all the other members of the group, although they're playing in tandem, they're definitely going to be making note of how well each member of the team does, especially Bentet.
Well, they found the opening kill onto somebody there. Execute trying to fall back. It's a nice kind of RNG kill with the P250. What B will fall and be able to potentially here get the bomb down. Yeah, they should be able to do quite easily. It looks like Bentet's going to get boosted up, or maybe he's boosting someone up. He boosted DD, who found a kill. Quick transfer though onto Mo through a smoke.
Big boy. Myrolls has gotten the AWP in his head, and the bomb is actually down. So that's made things a lot more difficult for TYLOO to get this retake. Not impossible by any stretch, but DD is heavily tagged. Bentet is at full health, but looks like Bentet's the only person that's really having a go of it. Veta will silence him, and DD has run all the way to the A-bomb site and wanted to hang on to the kit, the helmet, and the Kalashnikov 47. So that will be the bomb detonating. The gap is now 1. 3 members survive for Alpha Red. And I'd say a really good shoving thus far from Alpha Red. Although, in my viewings, they're very much unproven. They're really making a good go.
Just goes to show the Magic at CZ75, even though it's a round that it doesn't look like they necessarily should win. It looked like the round that they should have gotten mulched and banana. Bomb goes down, get a couple kills. A little bit of utility was recovered, gave them the smoke to work it, and they pull it off.
Pistols
now
are
here's the thing to watch, Cyberboys. We've been talking about Bentet. He's on the other side of the scale. Nitz is 0-5. 0 assists as well. Like we see the 007 come out here. It's always worth watching.
Please don't make me call you a secret agent, man. Just want him to get 1 frag.
Do they expect somebody close here, Banana? Walking right by Giggs, going down. Somebody still alive there. He's got a player backing him up. It's a good opener. Giggs has fallen. Regrouping will be Alpha Red.
Definitely recoiling, and did not expect that aggressive position from somebody. And that positioning, it may not work again, but it got a lot of value out of it. Really stunned Alpha Red, and making them reconsider their next plan of attack. And from the looks of their current positions, they're scouting out the A-bomb site. It could be a very rough time. There are 3 members.
There's 4. There's one at Arch as well.
One just moved over to Arch. So this could be an absolute crush of the attack should TYLOO play their cards right. And it looks like they're forcing Alpha Red's hand. And they're going to have to now, and the clock will do that as well. 25 seconds and all the utilities expended. DD is in the site. Will actually claim 1 member, and Mo will get the backup. Veta will get the trade, and 2, and Nitz is on the board. Has gotten rid of Mo. Now it is a 2 versus 2. Now 1 versus 2 with Veta and the AWP, but somebody to the rescue will close that one down.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping that somebody didn't realize that Veta had a nade in his hand when he killed him. Because if he'd just run straight to the bomb, the HE was gonna drop and kill him. And that would have just been, I would have found that amusing.
That would have been a funny moment.
Especially if it was a 1 versus 1. Like, it was a 1 versus 2, so I get, like, they still would have won the round anyways, but, like, can you imagine you get the kill in the clutch, you run to defuse, and a nade just blows up at your feet, and you die? It's like, what? Why?
Like he's got the nade primed. Ooh, Veta! Hello there. Well, rip the head, clean off of Execute. Actually claimed another one on the cross. Chairman
Through the
Mo,
smoke.
you're going to have to take a seat. And that was, yeah, right through the smoke cloud. So really put the hurting on TYLOO early and got 2 frags to his name, a man advantage for Alpha Red. And that's really got TYLOO to second guessing very early on.
Call Vovo, make him check the USB stick, because that was damn too quick and easy kills for Veta, making it look super easy. Making it look like I could do that. Impressive.
Indeed. Should be noted, QQ does have the Mac 10 to hand, and maybe at the tip of the spear for this next attack. No, he's upgraded to the M4 and is moving towards the cubby position, out towards Arch, and got in the face of Bedset, made him pay.
Yeah, and a chicken ran into a Molotov and died too, as well as Meryl fell. Nets is actually going down to DD now too. It's just Veta, and he's got 2 already. Needs 2 more to find this one. We'll actually recover the bomb and get out. Interesting. He's got a free B bomb site.
A free B
well done.
Yeah, a little bit of sleight of hand, using the smoke to his advantage, and you know the bomb is now punched in, but the TYLOO members there not let this go lightly. Both the members are running up banana, and Veta will have to play this perfectly to get the round on board for Alpha Red. It's not out of the realm of possibility, but considering who's still up, it's going to be a really tall order. And the bombs are already been sticking, and Bentet will silence Veta.
Yeah, it's the unfortunate situation is there's no way that he should have expected that both players would be banana and that fast. Great read by TYLOO. Although it really could have backfired on them if he'd like juked around, gone back through library and planted on the A bomb site. As both of these guys are already running down mid when he's like still in CT spawn. Would have been great.
The double juke, yeah, that would have been pretty fantastic. But Veta really putting TYLOO on notice. In just at least in the opening gambit with the AWP, they'll be like, yeah, let's not give him that, like, ooh. Oh, got the opening pick on the opposing orbit and then right through the smoke cloud to chalk 2 up. If he got the 4K by the end of that, that would have been just a big confidence boost for not only him but the rest of Alpha Red. But now we are 9 rounds deep, and TYLOO lead 6 rounds to 3. We go into round number 10, and Alpha Red, in terms of money, they don't have near enough to put a fully confident buy together, but they do have a little bit of utility, and the power pistols, Mr. Morris said. We can get to see them go to work again.
Well, they are by Mexico right now, so it only makes sense that they have a couple of Wandigs to come out here. Assuming they can make them work. Find a head or 2. Execute it. Missing that shot. It's unfortunately the P250 though, so he's not going to be punished for it whatsoever. And again, here's a thing that TYLOO are doing really well, and it's kind of forcing Alpha Red's hand. They're taking early banana control. They're getting deep banana control, like look how deep somebody is, and they're not forcing them back. It's allowing them to rotate already over towards A, and you can already see, again, there's already 4 people here. Somebody down bananas getting that big pick. Oh, I pulled the rotate off, but now through the smoke, Mo's got to find something. He's in all kinds of trouble, got lost in the smoke. Will fall. Doesn't matter, though. Execute's got a couple quick shots, including a no-scope to the face of Veta. Will be a 7th round for TYLOO.
Indeed. And, well, Alpha Red did start off in a good set, but now we could be getting into the business end of things. TYLOO would near a half-winning predicament, and this is the best chance in quite a while in terms of economy for Alpha Red to give a proper reply, and QQ has thrown an 8 all the way over towards the car position to extinguish that Molotov. Kenson Veta will work in a tandem effort to get rid of somebody. A bed that would be the B bomb site open in a flash. Bomb will go down, and now TYLOO are really going to have to hot foot it. But Execute still does have the offer. That could be the deciding factor when he gets into position.
Well, still 3 men up. Yeah, they're just going to be saving here, TYLOO. 2 of the guys don't have a lot of money. Makes sense. Will they be able to save, though? DDS, he finds QQ. It's the easy first one. Got the smoke down banana as well. So I think all 3 of these players should maintain. Execute's going to be the only question mark. Misses that first shot. More players are going to be coming at him. Flashbang's good, but he still gets the shot onto Meryl's. Be able to retreat. Yes, you better believe it.
It's
Look Harry for a second.
It's far too risky for Alpha Red to chase anymore. They weren't in a good stead. The bomb going off could have actually taken someone out. I didn't really notice. Did one of them go down? No, one of them went down to execute it.
Yeah.
And
Everyone lived.
yeah,
Was still.
yeah, everyone lived, but it did get rather close there. But...
Well, that might be the most redundant statement that I've ever said. Everyone lived who was still alive. Feels redundant, but you got the gist of it. If they were alive at the end of the before the bomb blew up, they lived from the bomb. So it works out. Bentet though pushing down Banana once again, gets one. Takes a lot of damage, and Giggs with a good trade out will actually grab the Opera. That's execute down. Somebody will pick it up. He is quite good with the weapon as well. Can he make it work though? It's Vader gonna go for that jump. Goes for the hop. Oh, the flick. Thought that was gonna land for sure. Didn't though. But this is finally good from Alpha Red as they forced them off that deep banana control. With that deep banana control, they were able to rotate early and put more on A so that when the A hit came in, everyone was there. Now they've got a little bit of an answer for it. They've got them spaced out. They're still going to hit B, but it's conditioning TYLOO's defense. And he's getting a little aggressive here with the op. This could be very bad for him or very dangerous. He catches the smoke out in Meryl's hands. Will fall back, misses a shot, will fall in the end, but still, nice job by him to at least grab one. Now Bentet's still here. He's 20 HP. A little bit of trouble. Gonna drop a smoke and try and retreat. He took 8 from a Molotov. Another one's gonna go in. He's down to 3 HP. Goes over the top, and he still finds a kill in a second. Bentet on 3, getting 2 there is massive, and now it's 1 versus 2. Knows Mo's in CT. Peeks out, and Mo's got his head. Unbelievable, Bentet. How does he live so long there, and how does he find those 2 kills?
That was absolutely insane. And just basically all heart saying, well, if I go down, I'm taking you with me. And well, Bentet did live after a huge 2K. Look at that. And well, Alpha Red will have to really be seething in the fact that they let Bentet live. They got so close to dropping him. We mentioned early on that he was basically being the spearhead for the entire TYLOO squad. He still is. It's 17-5 after 12 rounds. We're going into round number 13 now. And you want to be shutting him up as soon as you can. There are formidable players to pick up the slack. Don't get me wrong, but Bentet's been having basically a masterclass in playing Inferno, and somebody went to the wrong neighborhood. The entire Alpha Red squad wanted to run him over, but he did take Giggs with him before being traded.
Bentet, though, a man that we've hyped way too much is still in good position. Actually, look at DD. He's quite a ways down mid. If they elect to fall back, a couple players could get caught here. Meryl's is moving back with the bomb. There's the peek, though. It's going to get the headshot in. Good job, and QQ's going to trade it back through. Looks like it will be towards A, where Mo's the only one waiting.
Mo's got to be hearing the sound cues from upper mid, and hearing Meryl's throw that smoke out. See the trail go, and the cover position gets one engaged with another. Let's get rid of Meryl's as well. So 30 seconds and 6 HP for QQ, and now no HP thanks to Execute. And we go into round number 14 with TYLOO at 9 and Alpha Red at 4.
What I want to shout out is, both Bentet and somebody are up over 120 ADR, which is very strong. But the thing is Bentet, he's already done 217 damage in utility. Somebody at 296, so almost 300 damage just from nades. It's like 5 kills combined between them. Almost exactly 5 between the two of them. And that's just off utility alone, which is absolutely massive. No one is really doing anywhere near as much work for Alpha Red.
There's a little bit of utility usage there. It didn't do all that much, but it's made the M4's jobs a lot easier. DD did end up going down for the arch position. Did take one with him. Meryl's did take another member of TYLOO out. And, well, the only member left is up on the balcony and did just step out, and Giggs will get rid of Mo. Now 2 versus 4 with somebody and Bentet, the 2-headed monster of TYLOO. A couple of the members of Alpha Red are severely tagged, but obviously we know that, but the TYLOO players may not be totally aware. So no
Money's
before
not
the-
good for TYLOO either, so they are going to be falling off the save here. Maybe play
Yeah.
for a little bit of an exit. You can see Bentet's still a little forward. But yeah, I mean, with the save, yeah, Mo and Xcure are going to be able to buy. They can drop one over to DD. But if they died, they weren't going to be able to buy much into the last round. So I do agree with this call. Will be the save. We'll be able to hang on to both of them. Gives Alpha Red a 5th. Can they find a 6th?
I think it'd be good for their confidence, but I seriously think that they can because yeah, the absolute dynamic duo of Bentet and somebody have been going on a tear, but well, aside from those two and maybe DD as well, Mo and Xgurt have been a little bit quiet. Xgurt maybe uncharacteristically so because I remember him being extremely strong for TYLOO, and it looks like Alpha Red just running up Nana. And somebody's put up the stop sign. Bentet did end up going down, and Giggs has actually swung out and gotten a second to his
Look at
name.
DD though. Oh, he finds 2 and a 3rd with the spray down from the UMP. He's got to seize that out. Will he find the last one? No, it's Xcure, but overlooking DD in the sight, and that will punish you. TYLOO take the 10th round, and that's the half.
Check those corners. That is the lesson of the day from DD. And well, the ump is extremely strong, and Heckler and Cobb will be very happy with that. At the change, we have TYLOO on 10, Alpha Red on 5. Alpha Red being the hometown team for the Toyota Masters from Bangkok, Thailand. And actually, while we do have this big break it in gameplay, oh, I thought they were going to do a longer pause, but we're going right to it. They're not wasting any time. We have 2 members made it up for TYLOO, 3 members with armor, and the nade carrier and the fuse kit holder for the defenders will be Alpha Red, and the member of Marls will be having a pair of flashes to his name to help quell off any potential attack from TYLOO.
Oh, this is really interesting right now. There was some aggressive peeking down Banana, and they didn't really see much. But if someone elects to push it with where Mo is, they may overlook it. Because I believe that was Giggs. I think City had a good spawn for it. I don't think he saw Mo. Doesn't matter, though. It looks like they're going to be falling back, grouping towards the A-bomb site, where 3 players from Alpha Red are lying in wait. So we do have Meryl's over in Library, and Veda in Pit, with Nitz up on the balcony. Grouping up. Hit should be coming in any moment now. Smoke through the arches. Perhaps they're going for a raft? No, they're smoking off. And they've overlooked Nitz up on that balcony. Will chime in from above, but can he find a kill? No, not able to. Meryl's is the only one to find when he's in the site now. He will fall too. It is all on QQ and Giggs 2v4 trying to retake this. UFP shots just not landing for Alpha Red.
That's really unfortunate. They had a couple of favorable skirmishes, just didn't quite nail it down. And QQ does get rid of DD, but somebody will get rid of Giggs, and then the final member of QQ. 2k for DD, 2k for somebody, and 11 now for TYLOO, and definitely not the way that Alpha Red wanted to start after the change.
Yeah, I mean, you really want to at least get yourself back into it, because if they won that round, you get to like 9-6, you can start, or sorry, 10-6, you can start to climb your way back, and all of a sudden it's like a 10-9 half. Now, though, with the money up against it, they'll be saving here, be able to rerun through 12-5, and then it's a really tense situation, and TYLOO should be poised to take the next map. Look at this. It's a full A stack right now. In B's where there's a lot of sussing out going. Xcure might walk into the meat grinder, spots out 1. Oh, he's just going to spray straight through, gets 2 for free. He gives his life away in the end. I thought he was actually going to get 1 more, but somebody... Oh, did they hear him? Does he know? Oh, this is going to be awkward. But it looks like he will be able to escape okay.
If somebody got caught out there, that could have been a huge loss, because he does have the AK on his back. And, well, the more weaponry you could salvage as a counter-terrorist, especially ones as expensive as the AK, and somebody actually ended up going down, so that is a rifle they more than likely did not want to hand over. And there is another one! Morales has gotten rid of Mo. So, they're in no position to retake the site, but a fair chunk of damage done, and if you're Alpha Red, you'd be smiling at the ear. You'd be saying, yeah, that's good. That is looking really good because it's going to force TYLOO to rebuy, and that's not something they want to do in the early stages.
Oh, I am a little bit sad that Meryl's stopped up. I thought for a second he was going to kind of plow all the way through going back to that spawn because there was a dink with the USP in onto the other AK holder. And if he was able to find that kill, that would have been absolutely massive damage done to TYLOO's economy. As it stands, though, he hangs on to it. 3 AKs, a couple SMGs going up against, well, 4 rifles and an SMG. Got the AUG on Meryl's. I'm curious to see where he's using that one. But again, it looks like Banana Control is going to be the name of the T side for TYLOO. At least forcing them up, not allowing Alpha Red to do to them what TYLOO did to Alpha Red.
Too wise, but 4 of the members of TYLOO are gathered outside of Banana. They will have a couple of members of Alpha Red to deal with, that being QQ and Veta. Veta's a tiny bit tagged up. Well, he basically just skinned his knee and now has 99 to his name. But Bentet's been dinged up quite a bit, and that will make the jobs for a lot of these weapons quite easy, or quite a bit easier. And QQ might be the one that wants to take advantage if he does get the chance, because more money from the SMGs will be better for the CTs, and it has actually gotten rid of Bentet. So that is a huge scalp very early on. We're running into 45 seconds, and all the members of TYLOO are outside of Banana. It could be the cue to go very shortly, and the nades are being primed. Graham Morrison, it's time for TYLOO to take B.
Well, QQ's actually got the first one. Peeks out. Not going to find the second, though. Invade up fall. Gigs coming around through on the rotate. Managed to find one more, keeping man advantage. Health low on Excurate. We'll get the spam through the box. He's looking for it. Wasn't able to find that kill, though. 6 HP on Excurate. Makes this very awkward. These players start to move in, start to take some space. Flashbang is good. Allow Excurate to fall in the hair. Meryl's. He's got the kill on the Mo. For Red, grab a 6.
Indeed, and a good job done there. And hang on the AUG, showing off the newfound abilities of the scoped weaponry, which is, well, it's an interesting experience as an observer, at least, because you get to see more weapons and blab on about facts about them. So now that's forced TYLOO onto, well, you call it an eco, but look at Excrement! Did I just see a shotgun? Yes, I did! A shotgun is on the side of TYLOO. I'm really curious to see how that will go. Excrement just getting bombed by AG nades down to 45 early on. When we do get...
It's a centipede walking up apps right now. Slithering its way. Seeing if they can't go waterfall out. I'm watching Mo. He's got the blaster, the sawed off. And, well, Meryl's just picked him out of the air. So that was a little bit more disappointing than I thought it would be. Somebody's found one kill. Meryl's still backside. Gonna find another one. Actually, it's Gigs to get it. Now it is somebody. He's got the cannon. It's actually going to be kill with the CZ. Peeking out. The sawed off could do some damage. He's gonna reload the CZ. 4 bullets. Kicks through. Still taken out. Just hoping you get something with the sawed off.
Now, being a little bit of extra cash too for TYLOO, because if I remember, shotgun frags give you
900.
900. Ooh,
900.
You'd definitely be wanting to frag with that. But that will force TYLOO onto the eco. And if you wouldn't mind, Mr. Morrison, I'll bring you some scores from around the rest of the land. Yes, indeed. In the meantime, Heroic and Pro 100 are going at it on Inferno. And Heroic is leading 7-1. And Renegades and Ego have just finished their first map, which was Mirage, and Renegades get the W there, 16 rounds to 11. And there's also the Kingwin and MVP Project Korea, which is yet to start. That will be going on very shortly, and Alpha Red have gone through the motions and score another round.
Yeah, just pistols for TYLOO, and well, how did Alpha Red respond to that? They rolled through with some ruthless aggression. Player straight down mid found a couple quick kills. And really, TYLOO didn't get a chance to kind of do anything with those pistols. Nice set of kills. And Alpha Red, they've got a little bit of life into this one, but it's a buy round for TYLOO. No sawed-off shotgun this time. They did not send the taxman. They did not lose their job. They did not buy a sawed-off shotgun.
No. If I ever had the Thompson, hey Joe, where you go with that gun in your head? Kent's is actually extremely far forward in apartments, and there's a little gap in the smoke feed through. Perhaps we'll be crossing paths with one of the members of TYLOO. That looks like they pass each other like ships in the night, but he'll be relaying that information for sure. But Kent could be paying for it with his life, but him and Veta claimed 2 and a ton of damage done to this TYLOO attack, and it could be stopped dead. Yeah, the bomb is now down thanks to Veta. Mo was the carrier there, and Xcode is the last to fall, and the gap is shrinking ever still, and Alpha Red really coming alive here.
And at this point, we've got a little bit of an awkward situation on kills that I'm noticing here. I'd be remiss to point out. Mo, I thought he was having a better game than he was. He's 6 and 14 right now. As Giggs and Mayrolls find a couple more kills. Again, pistols for TYLOO. Oh, Red. Might they actually find a 10th here? Mo, does he know? He think he heard that someone went past him. He might be able to find the kill. It's awkward for somebody in Mo right now. Need to find something with these CZs. Somebody got one. Now Mo, taking the grass. Gonna be dropping right down into Mayrolls' scopes. He's certainly come to life. Good showing so far, and now we'll have the pause coming in for TYLOO.
The pause did come in from TYLOO. A tactical one, which is on deck, and well, this is as good a time as any to really call one and try to ice Alpha Red, because they're really starting to heat up. They've won 4 rounds after the change, which is 4 straight. And TYLOO are really yet to reply. And well, judging from the numbers, looks like the entirety of TYLOO has gone stone cold. That is not what you'd want at a time like this, especially when we were hyping him up. We were hyping up Ben Ted to the high heavens, and he's gone pretty much quiet as soon as he went on to the attacking side. But now round number 23 is underway, and will TYLOO snap the skid, or will Alpha Red keep flexing their muscles and growing in strength?
Well, there was a time not too long ago when many people would be screaming and yelling and wanting Stone Cold. But Counter-Strike's not the time where you want Stone Cold. You do not want to go Stone Cold. Rough spot for some of these TYLOO players to be in. Pressure's starting to mount. Alpha Red, can they steal this game? Can they have a big upset? We'll see. TYLOO trying to bleed the time down, bleed the clock. Looks like they will be going towards the bomb site. So, or at least they're set up for currently. Yeah, it looks like they're going to throw a couple flashes in here. A couple smokes ready to go. Here they come. Starting to move in, take some control towards arches. Wrapping around. 3 players, though, in here waiting.
Well aware and using the utility as well. Bo's been forced back by a Molotov by Giggs from Library. It's really forcing the clock to work in Alpha Red's favor now. TYLOO are really going to have to put the foot down and commit to a site. We're under 30 seconds. And looks like Alpha Red are not wanting to move. Now they're starting to move out of the site. DD will open proceedings. This could be the turn of fate. Kents will actually claim 2 before being taken down by DD.
Oh, there's a nice snap. He's not going to find the next shot, though. Still, though, 2 versus 2 situation. 1 man in the site. 1 man in pit. These next 2 kills are going to be huge. What can QQ and Vita do? QQ, bottom of his scoreboard for his team. And it's the top 2 for TYLOO. But Vita's with a nice first kill. Somebody snapping around, though. 1 versus 1. Vita versus somebody. And somebody gets the kill, winning the 1 versus 2. TYLOO grab a 13th. And a much-needed round. Have some life. And now we have a tactical pause coming in for TYLOO.
That's not wanting to get overly confident and really trying to ease up on things. And look at my rolls and how well he can bankroll the team for Alpha Red. He can drop for everybody and can still buy the next hub. They've got the double up set up. They're really wanting to stop TYLOO dead before they start running away with it again. And I'd say it's a worthwhile strategy. We've proven, both the orb holders have proven how proficient they are with those weapons, and if they play in the right spots, they could be they could just be the most deadly of turrets if TYLOO, I'm not careful, and severely underestimates those members and where they play. Now the pause has expired, and TYLOO, they're back on the rallying march, and a little bit of a two trying to go through the same door for Alpha Red, and one of them had to do the courtesy and just let them go by. Like, after you, good sir.
Do they have the Canadian stalemate where you both stop?
Yep.
That's a classic. Well, Alpha Red, they have the weaponry that they could all want. They got all the utility in the world. Will the men from Thailand pull off the upset? Will they be able to claw their way back into this game? Looks like it will be A again for TYLOO. Giggs got the big first shot. Oh, and Meryl's in the back with 2. That's huge. Bomb was drop spotted out. Bentet coming around will find 1, but he's the last man standing. Walking out of the smoke. Actually finds Veda down mid. It's an op. He's going to be able to recover. 1 versus 3. It'll be an ace if Bentet pulled this off. No one's in B, though. Rotate's coming through. He's got a minute to work with. He could start cooking with something here, Cyberboy. There's the ingredients. He's got the heat. He might make this work.
Indeed. 3-3 at the poor is a good condiment to anything that you do put together. As you did mention, Bentet will have to ace this out to bring TYLOO to 14. And now Kronos could be forcing his hand. We're down to 30 seconds. And Bentet will have to make his next move. It looks like the Alpha Red players are well and truly aware.
He's got time to go B, though. This is huge. I think he heard QQ. Does he check close? He does, but QQ gets the kill. Covers the AK. 11th round for Alpha. And now this is interesting. Now this is getting interesting, Mr. Cyberwaste.
Indeed.
Spicy. Look at the money for TYLOO. There isn't any. It's pistols. They're double eco. They're forcing up. It's Alpha Red's window. They win this round. They should tie it up.
TYLOO can easily do the same thing and just slam the window right in Alpha Red's face, but just looking at especially the death squad coming through, the nades are just doing nasty amounts of work. QQ and Veta being a tandem effort. QQ will get 2 before he's riddled with bullets from the MAC-10. Somebody will do the honors. And somebody's actually spotted out a pair behind the coffin. Does end up claiming 1. But now it is somebody versus 3 angry, determined Thai players on the defending side. And Myrals will force the gap to shrink to 1. And we were wanting a good showing from Alpha Red, and they are doing that in spades. They are within 1 of tying things up against TYLOO. And looking at this buy, TYLOO don't have a choice. They can't go into this. We could have a tie game, Mr. Morrison.
What a situation that would be. I don't think anyone expected this to be coming a 13-13. No one expected this to be this close, let alone me. Now, Meryl's coming out up top, puts in a lot of pressure. Molly's going to be doing a lot of damage to Mo as well. 8 HP coming around the corner. Takes him up a little bit. Surely he's not going to find a kill. No, Veda's got that one. Man advantage for Alpha Red. Og doing damage as well, finding a kill. Remaining pistols trying to do anything that they can. Somebody might find 1. He's actually got 1. He's got 2! The CZ. Meryl's sure he'll get the HE onto Bentet. That's more damage than should have been done. Now 2 ops and an M4. TYLOO have a window. Somebody with armor has recovered an M4. Looks like they might be falling back down towards Banana, and that's where players are pushing through. QQ's got the kill. Now it is just DD with the P250.
Indeed, and he will have only 1 member to deal with, and that is Giggs, who is in pit. If he chooses to go A, but he's moving around towards CT, wanting to flank around towards the B bomb site. And if he moves quick enough, he could actually catch the two banana players unawares. Who has just made the jump. Veda is still got his eye on banana in case DD did wrap all the way around, but down to 30 seconds, and while DD's at an extremely awkward spot, he's going to have to basically funnel this down to 3 jewels, and did just that to QQ. Now Veda will be well aware of that and cleared DD's legs. Tie game. And it's basically a whole new game where start from scratch, and Alpha Red is really making TYLOO sweat.
Yeah, the pressure is on. Money is still so good for Alpha Red on a lot of these players. Veda's at 8,700, Gigs is 6,900, and the money again is nothing for TYLOO. They bought everything they can. This is do or die for them. This is such a huge round. Molly's going to go in. Nade's coming in as well. Mo's gonna go down as low as I thought he might. Still, good spot for him to be in.
And speaking of Mo, he is not having a good time. We're in round number 27 right now, and he is at a line of 6 and 19. Oh, you are not having a good day of it if the numbers are telling me anything. And hopefully, there is going to be another one on the board. He does actually get 2, so that's a little bit of an eco boost. And now with 2 members taken out for Alpha Red, they're really going to have to swing things back in their favor. And Marol's Org has had a good run and is continuing that by dropping Execute. It's a 4 versus 3 in favor of TYLOO, but the bomb's taking a little bit of time to get into the B bomb site. But look at where Ben Tet is situated. This could get ugly for Alpha Red.
Oh yeah, this is not an easy spot, and Mo's done a lot of damage so far. Molly's gonna go in as well, forcing Gigs out. Mo, one-man wrecking crew. He's got 4 kills. We talked about how he only had 6 when this round started. He's up to 10. Now, Nissie's just sitting on the A bomb site or B, yeah, A bomb site right now. He'll do some damage to DD, but he's gonna be hanging on to this M4. TYLOO, they've started to fall off, but they managed to grab that 14th round.
They needed it too. They threw everything at it in terms of money, and just buying anything that they could to scratch one more, and that is a successful round there for TYLOO, but they're not out of it just yet. The members of Alpha Red can buy, but it's going to be extremely scattered now. We were praising the standing of Alpha Red a couple of rounds ago, and in the blink of an eye, it's basically all gone. And
to be fair, though, they still had the money to bring in a double op setup into this round, full utility on all their players, with the exception of Veda. And here's the thing I do question. They bought full Kevlar with helmets. Shouldn't they have known that they'll be going up against Ops and AKs this round?
that's a good point. It's how much saved? It's like $300.
It's 350. So that would have given Veda the flash that he doesn't have. I guess like he's a little worried that like someone's gonna come swinging out with a pistol on him, and that would be the difference between a one shot with the CZ or not. But still, in theory, bomb went down. They already had like 3 loss bonus. Yeah, like you'd have to expect for Alpha Red to know that TYLOO'd have AKs in opposite round. And by the way, that they did, with the exception of that Kevlar. It's a small detail, but enough that it might be worth noting. Somebody's flying up banana here though. Finds one, immediately traded out. Op will be recovered on QQ, and he might get aggressive here. Shots are coming in. Ichi's gonna be through as well, but he still finds a shot on 2 Mo. 2 more players trying to work their way up banana. It's a 2 versus 2 over on that B bomb site. Nade is gonna be spiked down. Not quite land where it needed to. 2 on 8, 2 on B. DD up and apps will be the lurker. Going for that long tenured happy lurk.
Really wanting to pump the brakes. Alpha Red do not have many more chances to really keep this game alive. So they're well within their right to basically just take their time and let TYLOO basically come to them. Diddy is up at apartments and perhaps waiting for either a partner to come or wait for the queue to go. But Execute's actually scoped in and moving up towards mid. It could actually make it an even 2 versus 2, and that nade going out could be the cue to go, but Execute had the bomb and is now dropped thanks to Giggs and his AWP. So now it is up to Didi and Bentet to try to swing this back, and Bentet started a part of that. Now it is up to him to do the rest, and he can't do that when he's riddled with bullets, and the Stire of my rolls will even things up. 14 apiece. And look at TYLOO. They're gonna be really shell-shocked and wondering where on earth do we go next.
Their money is still terrible too. Like, look at this buy that's coming in. 2 CZs, a Glock. No, Bent out went to the P250, an AK and an UMP. Like, this is a rough spot with Alpha Red could be putting them likely short of a miracle on match point. Or sorry, map point. This is a series.
Indeed, but it definitely will be a good starting point because this is the opening match for both of these teams in Group A at the Toyota Masters. And if you're starting off with a win, especially over a figurehead such as TYLOO, it'd be a big feather in the cap. And Kuntz has actually got eyes on and a little bit late in the flub with the nade. That could end up costing him, it does end up doing so. Trades for both sides, 2 going down, and QQ has been putting in work. A huge 2K to the balcony and then to the cubby position at top mid. Now Bentet in a 1 versus 2, but the bomb is down to Bentet's advantage, and while knowing his form, you definitely can't count him out. And QQ wanting to try and engage and riddles him with bullets right to the skull, and that will be 3K for QQ. And match point for Alpha Red. And the hometown of Bangkok will be cheering right now until the final round. That is insane.
Jesus, QQ, such crisp aim, such crisp shots, finding those kills. Man, that's so huge. Alpha Red, they're a map point here. That would be such an upset of TYLOO. This was a map that surely I was positive TYLOO were going to take. And now they're a round away from losing it. Sure, they're a round away from forcing overtime. It's incredibly close. But again, the buy is not amazing. And Giggs, a big opener onto Mo. This is everything here, Cyberwaste. This is everything.
Indeed. The only member of TYLOO with any real utility of note is Bentet. There's only smokes left for the rest of TYLOO, and that is Didi and somebody. And as you mentioned, they are down a man. Mo went down extremely early. He has not had a good day at all. And perhaps if he had a better couple of rounds, we could be in an entirely different situation. You can say the same for Excavate. And Veta is watching the pixel peek from the cross. It looks like the TYLOO forces are wanting to seize the B bomb site. Didi has taken out QQ early on. And now the...
Oh, the bomb got stopped! Veta with the wallbang got the bomb to be stopped. He will fall in the end. But denying the bomb, and now with Marios with the molly, that's huge. Bomb's still not down. These rotators are here. Gotta try and tuck it in to cover. And if Nitz comes around the corner at the right time here, to be able to stop it too. Unfortunately, not quite fast enough. But these players are both penned in the site. This retake's a lot easier for Alpha Red. It's not perfect. Easier for when Nitz elects to go. Got a molly. A couple flashes. Thought about it. Flashbang went in. Peeks out. Spots the player. Blinded up in first oranges. Finds a kill. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Somebody knows where he is. In on site. It's an op. And somebody gets the kill. We're going to overtime.
And somebody just said, no, we are not done. We will not go quietly. And he made a loud ruckus. A 4K to end regulation between TYLOO and Alpha Red. And Alpha Red, well, an unproven commodity, have definitely put the pressure onto TYLOO. Not much needs to be said. But we're basically starting from square one again, Mr. Morrison. We're going to overtime, and it's MR3. It's MR310, I believe. The attack pause has been called by Bentet.
Yeah, no kidding that you call a timeout. Like, Gotta take the time to at least take a breather for overtime, figure out what's going on. It is a tactical one, of course. Gives them a second to corral themselves. But, oh my god. TYLOO Alpha Red in OT.
And he did a huge 4K at the end of regulation. That put him one shy of a 30 bomb in regulation, but still, he's been a player to watch for a long time, and he basically put on a clinic in the final round and throughout this entire map, to be quite honest with you, and not to sell anybody else short, but he's basically at the head of the snake. And now Alpha Red and TYLOO have it all to play for. 30 rounds couldn't finalize it. Hopefully 36 will be the grounds where we actually sell things. And real aggressive early on from members of TYLOO. Going up into apartments, and Kintz and Gigs were there to greet them. And well, this is dominant from Alpha Red, and now it's only X-Current left in a 1 versus 4.
And Gigs, nice and easy. Caps it off. Good shot to the body. Alpha Red, again, getting off on the right foot. The CT side has been really nice from them. Sure, they gave up 5 rounds, but like I honestly expected things to be a lot worse. And they've done a great job shutting players down, especially Bentet, who is red hot.
We would not want to step to him, but TYLOO could be in a bit of a dire strait if they don't get at least a round to their name off a buy like this. And oh boy, Alpha Red already know about it. They've thrown Molotovs, a couple of HE nades right down Banana. It did claim a little bit of damage for the side of TYLOO, so that'll make the jobs easy for the M4s and the Orgs. But we're still in a stalemate.
Oh, fully white. Veda still getting the kill onto Mo. Stunts things up. Banana is still just one player up there though. And now Meryl's off the player coming out of Boiler, sorry. Finds a bit of a tag in. A lot of damage done to DD. TYLOO, they're reeling right now, Cyberwaste. This is such an awkward scenario. Players are so hurt. A couple of them easily one-tapped right now at 86 and 83. X-Current and Bentet should go down nice and easy to an M4 headshot. You're going to be regrouping, going back up Banana, but there's still 2 lying in wait there. It's QQ and Veda. Both of those players have been good showings tonight. I'm quite comfortable. Veda, if you can find another quick kill, be absolutely massive.
If you can somehow get into an engagement with somebody and come out on top, that could be a huge turn of phrase. And QQ's stuck in the site. Doesn't get rid of the weakened DD. Does not get any more. Somebody in Bentet will crush this defense, and Gigs has also gone to the grave, and now it is a 3 versus 2 for Alpha Red. And if they want to go and try to retake the site, they'll have to get a ring alarm, but X-Current from the church will get rid of Myros. Now it's Kintz versus 3 members of TYLOO. It's really risky if he does choose to go for this. The weakened somebody, so that is 1 consolation.
Flash pulls him off of it. He's trying to come in and do more damage. Get the kill on the Bentet. He's pinned the upper in there. Oh, I thought he was going to get that kill, dude. He might go down to the bomb. No, X-Current's safe.
Yeah.
So it's tied up, and now 1 more round left in the first half of this overtime. Buy's still good for both sides. Even utility still comfy. This is very interesting right now, Cyberwaste. We do have somebody hitting a 30 bomb. Needed extra time to do it, but he got there. Bentet and DD are on their way up there too. B&W, Gigs, and Meryl's. Those 2, 26 and 27, could get there as well. So I know a few of them.
I'm surprised Meryl's hasn't even hit there anyway. He's been a linchpin for a lot of these rounds for Alpha Red. And now they're running up Nana, and Vader's been there to greet them. As is QQ, they basically just put up the fence and just said, no, you can't jump the barricade. And, well, that's going to put TYLOO in a weakened position, but somebody's trying to turn the tide. They're going to frag for it, but ate a ton of damage. He's now on 9 HP.
Look at DD right now. He's pushed through Arch, and he's going to be able to catch at least one of these rotators, potentially. No, he's caught. was looking the wrong way as he came around the corner, and that leaves somebody 1 versus 4. Bomb is down. Oh, that HE might just do it. Oh, no, the Stair ate it. Took the damage. That Molly's going to do it
Yep.
as he's roasted alive.
Healthy. That is somebody, or basically just going into the fire's clutches. And Alpha
At least it's
Red-
not a disappointing fire. Like, do you see that clip that made Reddit from, I think it was either Azure or JK. I want to say it was Azure, where he had like 6 chickens in Mexico and he just dropped the Molly and roasted them all alive.
Why are you so cruel? Don't
It was
do
so
that.
sad. That one was less sad and almost more exciting because now with that half change over, Alpha Red in the lead, 2 rounds away from taking this map from TYLOO. He didn't have the greatest T side. He ran into a brick wall known as a red hot Bentet, but he really hasn't been at that level since then.
Could be a side issue.
We'll see if banana control continues to be an issue for Alpha Red, because that's where they were struggling. They were giving up too much of it, and TYLOO were just taking deep banana consistently.
And they might even want to go again. I can see somebody wanting to jump the concrete wall towards the middle and bottom of banana. He's really wanting to go for it, but there's thought better of it. And Alpha Red actually quite spread out. A couple in bottom mid, one moving through the underpass. A couple moving through apartments. Mo will be basically keeping his ear to the ground, as will Didi, for any further advances. They're already primed and ready to go. QQ's just let his AK go and has dropped down. And golly, that was lightning quick.
I don't know if it's just on my end, Cyberwaste, but I am currently being disconnected from the GoTV.
Yes, indeed. And well, that could be a foreshadowing for the final result. We will confirm that with everybody else very shortly.
Well, yes, I am officially out. Down for the 10 count.
Indeed, and it looks like, yep, that would be the final score there, and the attack was successful for Alpha Red. So that'll mean, by my observations, it's 19-16 to Alpha Red. What a showing from that.
Yeah, it's I've just taken a look and it can be officially confirmed. The bomb went up. It was a 2-on-3 situation for Alpha Red. QQ with a couple AK kills picking off DD and Captain Mo. Both of them fell in the end. It was Nits and QQ. But the bomb went up, taking